All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am not Tanya Sheldon. This might come as no surprise as you see me. Um, I don't look like beautiful Tanya. But anyway, tonight, Liddell and I are going to jump in. Tanya is flying home from Phoenix. And so, thank you for your patience as we get started. Um, I think I figured out. No, because now, oh, share. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we will get started. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we'll start with the announcements. This is everyone who is registered for Momentum Academy in Las Vegas. We are counting down the days. It's even less than 79 days. Um, but yes, if you do not have a reservation yet, go ahead and get your reservation in. And welcome, Jennifer. Good to see you. All right, so that's Momentum Academy. Any questions on that? Um, Christy and I were looking at flights, so make sure you get a good price on a flight because those are crazy. Um, how many of you were able to listen in right before this call to the Fido B Axio X launch? Okay, looks like most of you. It was a phenomenal launch, great product information. We went through some of the ingredients and everything. And tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Mountain, there will be another call. It will be a lot of personal testimonials. It'll be additional information um, on these two products that have come over from Love Biome that we are going to repackage and rebrand and bring into our LifeVantage inventory. So, real quick, one of my biggest takeaways for the Axio X to kind of distinguish it from Axio, our nootropic Axio is a brain drink and it's focus, concentration, memory, all the things we know. Axio X is similar but different in that it really is more of an energy focused product. So it's not as much um, the brain itself as much as it is kind of the caffeine and the what's the word I'm looking for? Performance based kind of drink. It is not an everyday drink, and so there are fewer packages per um, packet. And then the PhytoPower B is to block carbs. And so they will eventually rebrand that as well. But since they had a lot of packaging, we're going ahead to continue to use their packaging. But this is something, again, that's an occasional use product to block carb absorption. Does anyone have anything to add to that? Okay, moving along. Couple things I just added. The P84 is now patent pending, and so that is huge. We have talked about this a number of times, but it is so challenging to get a patent on a natural product. And so this just proves that we have something that no one else has, and that with this patent, no one else will have. And so that's just really powerful to be able to create something that earns a patent. We also did extend the sale through February. And so the MB Enhance is 20% off. And then the stack that combines the MB with the P84 is 25% off from if you were going to buy them individually. Okay, so that was an extension. And here are some of the prices, the pricing on the products. And again, we have new packs and stacks that partner our wonderful Protandim NRF2 with the PhytoPower 1 and 2, and then our Healthy Glow plus the Healthy Edge, or Healthy Edge plus collagen, however you want to say it. And so there is some pricing breaks on those as well. So make sure you know that information. Moving right along, our wonderful leader, Tanya, has developed something new for all of us, and it is Lead with Love. So these first 2 weeks in February, starting tomorrow, she will have a Lead with Love promotion to help all of us move our business forward. So she will have a daily call to action. She'll have ideas for posts. She will share a number of different things, and this will be in the Team Act support chat in Messenger. So if you are not currently in that Team Act support chat, make sure that you let her know so that you can be added into that Messenger group. And that's where we will find all these daily actions on how to lead with love from our love-led leader, Tanya. So thank you, Tanya. I'm so looking forward to that and so grateful. Another thing that Tanya has helped arrange, my understanding is she had a personal one-on-one with Bob Heilig, and we know that she has introduced us to him over the years, and he is a love-led leader as well. So mark your calendars. This is a special training just for LifeVantage. Everyone in LifeVantage is invited. This is February 10th, 6 o'clock Mountain. And thank you to Tanya for helping facilitate and arrange that. That is absolutely a priceless training that I hope we can all attend. Another amazing opportunity, Brandon Cunningham on February 16th. So that will change our Team Act regularly scheduled programming. And so that will be a half an hour earlier here on our Team Act Zoom with Brandon Cunningham doing a special training for all of us. So thank you again, Tanya. And I don't know if anyone listened to the podcast that Brandon and Skip Campbell have started. I just listened to the first one, which was Brandon's story. And I love how every time I hear someone's story, I hear something different. And so it was just great again. And they're kind of sharing, if I can do this, anyone can do this, or why can't you do this? And so that's another thing. Okay, take a deep breath. How am I doing? Tanya wanted us all to kind of focus on the follow-up. And again, with this love-led learning in our heart. So we often think that follow-up is about reminding or convincing or closing the deal. But if we can flip that script in our head and think of it more as serving and stewardship and leading, most of the people, it's not that they forgot. They may ghost you, but often it's just that life got loud. They got busy. And so to continue to try and follow up, to continue to lead from the heart, we tend to overthink. I know I myself, it's one of my biggest obstacles is my own brain and my own overthinking. And so I am thinking that I'm bugging them. I am thinking that they are not answering my call on purpose. I am thinking all of these things. But often that's not it at all. How often does a call come in that I myself am like, I just can't take this right now because something's boiling over, or my kids are walking in the door. And so it's not that others are uninterested. It's just often that they're overwhelmed. And so following up is just a way to show that you care and that you're thinking about them and that they are staying front and center for you. And so again, you're building trust, you're building relationship through consistency. I love this calm confidence. That was something I really pulled out of this slide. No attachment to the outcome. Like there's someone else to call, there's something else to do. Like no pressure, no worries. This might not be for you. Um, but you want to follow up kindly without urgency and less pressure. And they'll lean in, knowing that you're just checking in. And this last slide, people are waiting for permission. People want better health. They want community. Who doesn't want extra income, right? Um, but often they're just hesitant or scared. And so if we follow up consistently, then we are giving them permission to explore, to ask questions, and to continue to engage. I think that's it for the follow up. Okay, so those, oops, wait, pause. Okay, so that's it for the announcements and kind of for the presentation. And so, does anyone have any questions on anything that was coming up, anything that I brought up? Yes, Kristen.
I do. You had mentioned Brandon Cunningham and Skip Campbell is that outside of Activation Nation or so they started up one on their own?
Yes, they started up one on their own. It is in the Facebook chat. That's where I found it. I'm just trying to see if I can go back to it really quickly. Yeah,
Did they name it something or how do you find it?
it's called Why Would They?
Okay.
And I will go ahead and it's in that support chat. And so if you go into the support chat, view media and files, it should be under links. And my phone and computer don't often work at the same time. So
Come on, girl.
I can't pull it up, but I think that's where it should be. But
Okay.
it's not too far back in the chat. On January 29th, it was posted.
Okay. Check
Okay.
it out. Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. Anything else?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just going to mention, you talked about the patent, and I just wanted to, one of the points that they made today was, from the time a company starts talking about a product, you've only got 12 months to get a patent filed. And Love Biome started talking about P84 last February.
Right.
And so be very, very grateful for the leadership in LifeVantage and how hard they had to work and how fast they had to move to get patent pending on that product before the deadline.
Right.
It's incredible if you really understand what it takes to get a patent.
Thank you for sharing that. Because yes, I think that is um, it's amazing, and it's amazing that our team was able to um, yeah, to get it going and to put it all together and to get that patent in. So thank you, Dean, for adding that. Okay, I cannot find my screen to share my little video. Your screen sharing is paused. If I can do this, anyone can do this. Oh, thank you, Jen, for sharing that podcast in the chat. Um, Anyone know how to unpause the screen sharing?
You should be able to go to the three or the more dots, and I think you can unshare it down there, can't you?
Does it say stop screen share or something like that? I haven't done it very often, but
It does say stop,
So
but
do you see where this share is in the middle next to your heart or react? It should be right there. And if you hit stop screen share, it should stop it for you,
um,
I believe.
yeah, I would think. Okay, let's see.
You got
yeah,
it.
you did. You got it.
Okay, now let's see if it'll pull back up. Okay, so Tanya had asked me to go ahead and share a little bit about an event I hosted on Friday. I live in the mountains of Colorado and we're near a ski hill. And so something that's really big here is called après. And so the après is after you've skied all day, you just go and relax and have a cocktail or listen to live music or whatever. So I hosted an event that was called an après and ski day. And it was Friday afternoon. And I just invited any of my current or past customers as kind of a customer appreciation event. And so I had reached out to LifeVantage and offered to host a launch meeting for the January event, and they sent me a box with some like balloons and bags and things. And so those were some of my giveaways, and I had added to it when cleaning out my closet of other things that I had gotten in the past. So I had some LifeVantage jade rollers, I had some nail files, I had some bath salts and dry brushes and things like that. So everyone that attended would walk away with something. And this is just a short video of kind of how I set up my house. I had stations. I was expecting, I had 20 yes RSVPs. So I was expecting a group. So I wanted people to be able to kind of go from area to area. It ended up that I had 5 people show up. So you guys probably know how that is, even with yes RSVPs. So it ended up being a nice, intimate kind of day, and we did little facials and things like that. But anyway, here's my quick little video. They enjoy their afternoon outside and Sunday. We have our skincare set up here for everyone to have a mini facial and talk about all the benefits of our product and the incredible research that's been done. We have a little station for our pets. We have oxidative stress too. And then over here, we have our mind body system set up to sample. We have our Photo Power 1 and 2. And then my all-time favorite nootropic, good for brain health. And I'd love to tell you about the results of our brain scan research study that was done a few years ago. Here's my own scan result. Our flagship product, Protandim NRF2, and our amazing collagen are highlighted here in front of the fire. And if all of this makes you a little bit hungry, I've prepared some snacks, some blueberries, some turmeric shots, some heart-shaped beets, my favorite. And I still need to get the broccoli out of the oven. All right, I look forward to seeing you all. Have a great day. Okay, so that was my little event. And yeah, I had 5 people, and all 5 people ended up doing something. And kind of my biggest win of the event was that I had 2 moms that are at the high school where I had done my brain scan research study like 4 years ago. And they're both therapists. And they asked if what are the chances of doing another research study looking at anxiety and depression specifically. And so this morning, I called the brain scan research company and kind of got that conversation going. And so I'm super excited for the possibility of our next brain scan research study. Yeah, so that's kind of my little thing that Tanya wanted to share. And then I know she also, thank you, thanks for all the love. She also asked Liddell to share as well. And so, Liddell, take it away.
Thank you for doing all the slides and stuff, because I would have said no if she made me do that part. Anyway, I basically just wanted to share what she asked me to share was about the boards and the templates and boards for messaging people. And I've used a couple now with the follow-up ones, and then stuff like I used the follow-up, the invite, and then I kind of morphed one of them because it was really close to what I wanted. And you don't have to leave it verbatim, but I get in my own head. And then I I just don't send the message because I'm like, I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say to them because this is the last thing I said and they haven't answered me or they ghosted me. Well, there's a section for that, which was great. So you find the one that would fit the best and you tweak it just a little bit to make it sound more like you. And so I've used a few of them and I got some good results. I got some okay results, you know. And so she just asked me to share that it's really easy to, you know, copy those into your message and tweak it a little bit and just make it your own. And then you don't overthink everything. And that's what I usually do. So it's been really great to have boards there. And I honestly hadn't been using it until she made a big deal about the follow-up. And the fact that I had a few people that said that they were going to order and then they never did. And so I just kind of got tired of saying the same thing, like, are you ready? Are you ready? And then so I did the one where it was like, so maybe you're not ready or something that I don't remember the wording of it, but basically, you know, if this isn't right time for you, that's fine. I'll just take you off the list for now and then I'll get back to you. And then that person actually was the one that responded positively and she's like, no, send me your link. So anyway, yeah, so that's my share with boards.
Thank you for sharing. That's amazing. I know tonight on the launch call, there was a lot of conversation of things they've added to boards too. And I know it's not a resource that I use often, but those scripts can be really great. Like you said, even just as a starting point to get out of your head to start up the conversation and then hopefully to get the reply. So that's incredible. Way to go. All
I
right.
have a question. I think boards are amazing. I don't use them probably as much as I should, but I'm with you. I want to, when you had said that you had used the templates, Liddell, I was like, ooh, I got to check that out. But I don't know how to download the one person big difference board. Oh, did somebody raise my hand for me?
That's the AI. So if you
Like, I'm a little
enrolled
weirded
in
out right now.
if you enrolled in the AI for if you raise your hand, I don't have it enrolled, it'll automatically raise your hand.
I don't think I did. That's why I was like, what's happening? Anyway, do you guys know how to download the one person big difference board? Because I have the Team Act and there's a LifeVantage board, but I wasn't sure how to go about, and I must have missed it somewhere. So anybody?
I'm just trying to pull up my boards. Like I said, right now, my phone doesn't always work with my computer.
Do you pay for boards right now?
You know, that's a great question. I did pay for boards
Okay.
at some point, but it's probably just like a year-long thing, but I have no idea when that would expire.
So you can go into your Apple and it'll tell you when your subscription will renew. And I think I just shared the boards for one person big difference in the chat.
Oh, okay, awesome. Because I'm in there right now and it says create a page, but I don't want to do that. But you search for a board and I put in one person big difference, but it didn't come up.
I just joined it from the Facebook group originally. They had it in
Okay.
the Facebook group at some point in time or in Telegram, but I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll
What
use that
it
link
was.
then, Jen. I'm so inept when it comes to
There is a
technology. I'm with
video
Liddell. You
tutorial
do the
for that.
sharing.
You
Yeah,
probably don't need them all, to be honest, because Tanya puts them all in ours.
Yeah, I know she's got a lot in there, which is so amazing. I love that.
So a lot of the ones that are in the Team Act boards came from one person big difference, just so you know that.
Oh, they
And
did.
yeah.
Right.
So a lot of them, they're just carried over, like she transferred them over to ours so that we could use them as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I won't worry about it
And
just
I was going to
because
say,
I'll
I
just.
think it went the reverse. I think she had created the boards for Team Act and then shared it with one person big difference because she had done such a great job for all of us that she expanded that. And
Mhm.
so the one person big difference, I believe, is almost identical if not identical to
Correct.
Okay, that's good to know. And I'll
Because
just
Tanya
stick,
is amazing.
she's incredible. Incredible. So, all right, I'll just use the Team Act one then. That works. So,
I
thank you.
tagged you on the Facebook One Person Big Difference post too.
Perfect.
Jen's awesome too.
So much info floating around out there. Hard to rein it all in.
It is.
Oh.
It is. All right. Well, I think that's all that I have. Are there any additional questions or anything? Because Liddell's getting ready. She's gonna end our meeting tonight in prayer.
Yay.
All right.
Okay, but I'm going to do it a little differently than we normally do, guys. So I know for me, all my groups of ladies and whatnot, we all have different Bible groups and whatnot. And so I want to just say unspoken prayers as well within our prayer, because all those groups, it's, this group is praying about this, but it's a very private situation. So I just wanted to mention that if you're like this group, I love you guys, and we talk about things, and we talk about our family, our Life Vantage family, but we don't necessarily talk about what's going on in our church families. So I just want to say also, I'm going to do like an unspoken prayer as well for our church families and those that don't have a church family. Okay. And I'm nervous because I don't pray out loud. So here we go. Ready? All right. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening and we just want to give you praise and thanks for our businesses and our friendships and all the things that you bring to us. I just pray for everybody's health and for everybody that was able to make it on tonight, that they got the information they were desiring, and for those that are traveling, that they get home safely. And for those that aren't with us tonight, I just pray for them and that you would bless their businesses as well. And I just ask, Lord, for unspoken prayer requests for each individual church out there and their whole prayer chains and their lists. And then I would just like to pray individually for each person that has put their heart out there to change somebody's life this year, this week. And I just ask that you would guide us through and show us your path for our lives. And I would ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good
Great
night,
job, Deb.
everybody.
Good week.
Thank you.